winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make...
Makes a grab deep. All by himself down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Gators offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
With a first down, they'll snap him from the 32. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's chat about Florida. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Florida has the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that guy.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Gators are flying down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like, first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Got it back on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, big side.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to throw, it's Green. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Washington. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play, Mark.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Wants to throw. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Marches ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Green. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make... Turning it on! Quick step and go! They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! Great catch and run for 6.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll go to the air on third and short. Got a man, it's Washington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back at comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking for a man. It's Green. That's caught. It's Blake. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. Stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got... They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Gators are on the move. shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And that's a live ball. The defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll leave it with him. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Brings him to the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To throw, it's Flagway. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Colorado Springs. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws to the tight end. And they will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll try the run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it in this drive.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Daniels. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
That's caught. It's Wilson. At midfield, he's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, running back, looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gonna try. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll set up to throw. He will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback running on the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Green. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll go right back to it. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.